Matt, boy, was I looking forward to Steph Curry versus LeBron James, and then 3 weeks ago happened. But we still had a good one between the Warriors and LeBron. Yeah, well, we did. No Anthony Davis either. Right. Yikes. He missed his first game of the season with some soreness in his shoulder. But right away, James was perfect. Look at the right away to JaVale McGee, who, by the way, had 18 points. And he did it all. Like follow up, the miss. Tough contested shot, and then, of course, he can dish. No look, bird box challenge. And Jared Dudley nails it. In transition, James drives, spins, and gets the layup through two defenders here. In fact, the Lakers, no AD, no problem, had 38 points in the first quarter, most in a first quarter this season. So, Steve Kerr, about that D.
Your defense presented with some challenges in that first quarter. How do you try to remedy that?
I don't know. You have any thoughts?
I don't personally. That's what you're paid for.
That's true, and I'm not doing a very good job of it.
Feeling me? I like it. Second quarter, Lakers up 16. James takes the handoff, hits the fadeaway. Lakers up 18 after James ended up missing the free throw, ensuing Warriors possession. Jordan Poole hits the three, and then James with the inbound. No dribble to Kuz. 31 assists for the Lakers. That's following a historic assist mark the night before. They've been really, really good. LeBron James, get up! It's the obligatory dunk that you have to see. A little wink, too. Didn't even play in the third quarter and had 23 points and 12 assists. And was asked afterwards, is it weird playing Golden State without their dudes?
Well, there's something just kind of weird about playing a game against Golden State like that.
Not when you're in it. No, not when you're in it. I think when I'm watching them, when I'm at home and it's one of them off nights and I'm watching them, then it becomes weird. Then just seeing Clay in the suit and not seeing Steph out there. But not when you're playing. I played them in the finals without Kyrie and Kevin. So, no.
He was like, so, did you ask him if it was weird?
Yeah.
LeBron dished out another 12 assists in this one. Leads the league now with more than 11 assists per game. Wednesday was his 8th game this season with at least 10 assists, which is the most in the NBA. Lakers 7-1 in those 8 games.
Do you not care about this, David?
No,
Fine, I'm not with you either
on.
then.
We've seen enough of the Lakers today, right?
No, we haven't, because we're talking about him right now. Anthony Davis with the throwdown. And speaking of the Lakers, I'm joined by former NBA player Kendrick Perkins. Lakers off to a very strong start, 8-2, as we're talking about. We often talk about the chemistry between LeBron and AD. And for you, former player, you know what this means. What makes them so effective together?
Well, look, we're watching greatness right now. We haven't seen a duo like this since Kobe and Shaq. Ooh. And when you're looking at these two guys, they complement each other very well. You're watching, the biggest word that comes in my mind is sacrifice. And the chemistry was built in the summertime when you're shooting the Space Jam movie and these guys are around each other. They're not only shooting the movie, they're talking about the season. And when LeBron comes out at the beginning of the season and say, hey, we're going to go through Anthony Davis, that spoke volumes to me. And it speaks volumes to the world that, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice. And when you listen to their press conferences, AD always praises LeBron, and LeBron always praises AD. And the interesting thing about it is that how these two guys have set the tone and bought into Frank Vogel's system defensively, because it's contagious. We know what we're going to get out of LeBron. We know what we're going to get out of AD numbers-wise, right? Sure. Okay, but you look at these guys doing the extra things, the little things, taking charges, chase down blocks, diving in the stands for loose balls. That's contagious. And the way these guys are going right now and the way it's set up, hey, man, the chemistry is there. And we're not even 20 games into the season. Yeah. And God bless America, I feel sorry for the rest of the league.
That reminds me, the relationship reminds me of, as we just talked about it, D. Wade and LeBron, how D. Wade sacrificed to have LeBron. So it's good to see that. And you say the chemistry is contagious, so I appreciate that. Let's talk about your former teammate, though, Rajon Rondo. He's back. He's in the game. That was his first game he played. Obviously, he missed all of the season, but his first game he played, restricted minutes. He did well. He had 7 assists. Talk to me about what pressure he will take off of LeBron since LeBron's been playing point.
Well, I wouldn't say the word pressure, but he takes workload off of LeBron. Okay. One thing about it, you add a mastermind, a genius. Rondo is so intelligent, he's so smart. With Rondo being back on the floor, especially when he's on the court with LeBron, now Braun is able to focus on his offense and not making guys better. Now he's able to get in position to go score the basketball. The biggest person that it affected, I think that it affects and who's going to benefit the most from Rondo being back is Kyle Kuzma. And we seen that last night.
Yes.
Because he put Kyle Kuzma in position to be successful without trying too hard. He gets some easy baskets. He gets some wide open looks. And, you know, Rondo is just, you know, he's a playmaker. He's a winner. He's a champion. And so when you have a guy like that getting back off of injury and getting put back into this Laker lineup is dangerous.
It's dangerous. You know what? You talked about chemistry earlier. Taco Tuesday is also when they bonded, when he and AD bonded.
Right.
That's outside the point. I like what you just said about Rondo. He takes the workload off of LeBron. He put Kyle Kuzma in a better position. I think that you put me in a better position today. Thank you so much for joining us, Perk. Tonight on ESPN, a star-studded NBA doubleheader starting at 7:30 Eastern with Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers visiting James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and the Rockets. 10 Eastern. It's LeBron and AD, God bless America, according to Perk. And the Lakers hosting the Warriors. Coverage ships off with Stephen A. Smith's pregame SportsCenter, 7 Eastern on ESPN and the app. Perk, thank you.
Thank you.
Before Penny Hardaway landed the #1 recruit, James Wiseman, before Penny Hardaway became the Memphis coach, he gave Wiseman's family moving expenses to bring them to Memphis when the player was in high school. The NCAA says Hardaway was a Memphis booster at the time and that Wiseman is ineligible for receiving improper benefits. Wiseman's attorneys sued and he's continued to play under a temporary restraining order. But that strategy could come at a high cost for Memphis basketball. Here's Jay Billis on that.
It's a signal that Memphis is sending that they're going to stand up for their players. So I think they're hoping it'll help them with recruiting. It's certainly going to help with their fan base because their fan base does not want the university to bend to the NCAA on this. But it just comes with substantial risk. I understand what they're thinking and the idea that they've got James Wiseman's back. But the NCAA is going to come after them over this if it's later determined that they knowingly played an ineligible player. It's not just the vacation of wins and vacating games. It's going to be more than that because the NCAA, as a governing body, can't have its members just thumbing their nose at the system and doing whatever they want to do after they get an eligibility ruling.
With that as a backdrop, Wiseman and number 14 Memphis played number 15 Oregon last night in the inaugural Phil Knight Classic. And you can't blame an 18-year-old for being a little off his game with all that's going on. The second foul on Wiseman less than 5 minutes into the game, so he would sit the rest of the half, and the Ducks would take advantage. Chris Duarte, Oregon up by 10 at that point as James Wiseman still watching on the bench. Oregon up 6 at the half. Wiseman comes back second half and rolling to the hoop. That's easy. Doing chin-ups at the rim. That was his first field goal of the game. It came with just over 11 minutes left. And then, how about Wiseman cleaning up this? Can't teach 7-1. Starting to make his presence felt. Had 14 points and 12 rebounds in limited minutes. It's a close game. Memphis was down 5, 1.5 to go. But Peyton Pritchard, how about this range? And confidence drills it. Oregon goes on to win 82-74. Here's Penny afterwards.
We're not going to make any excuses. I mean, I think it's been obviously a tough week for an 18-year-old, but we were ready to play. We understood what was going on. The game plan was set. And we didn't take care of business. We're not going to make any excuses about everything that's going on off the court.
As far as that goes, how are you approaching? Are you like a hands-off type of thing? Like, talk to them about it, or are you?
No, there's nothing to talk about right now. You know, we're moving forward and playing basketball games, and you know we have a game plan to stick to, and you know that's it. Just talk to them about the game plan.
Wiseman and the Tigers back on the court Saturday against Alcorn State, and Wiseman's attorneys back in court Monday, asking for an injunction.
I'm sure I'm annoying a lot of people, but I don't care. LeBron James and the Lakers taking on the Suns in Phoenix. And Kyler Murray, Cody Bellinger, sitting courtside for this beating. First quarter, Lakers trailing by 3. Easy does it. I really like them together. I don't know if you know that, Anthony Davis. Yeah, just a jam right there. I'll take it. Next possession, Oubre, rejected by Davis, getting it done on both sides. LeBron runs. Here we go. That was just, he did the spin move because he saw Lamar Jackson's spin move because he loves the football. All right, we're going to fourth quarter. Over 2 minutes left, Lakers up. No, that's not going to work. But guess what? We're going to get the rebound. And with some beautiful ball passing. They, not we, I apologize. Kuzma for 3. Lakers up 4. That was a big shot. I feel it. I like it. What happens now? Move it one more time. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. It's right in the wrist. Kuzma with a season high of 23 points. LeBron daps up Kyler. I see you, young lad. Lakers win 123-115. David, that was such a lovely highlight.
Yeah, and it's more the same for the Lakers, off to their best start since 2010. Then there are the Knicks, who at 2-9.